For cheap D2R items, visit aoeah.com. You get 3% off with the code ARIAD. Check the link in the description. Hello and welcome everybody. In this video I will give you some tips how to defeat an elemental druid in a duel with different builds. According to D2 arena rules, the Dudu can only summon either bear or one kind of wolves. Against players who play without rules it will be a bit more difficult, but in principle you have to proceed the same way. Dueling a good Dudu is very nasty. His main strategy is to teleport into your spot and cast his tornadoes. Additionally he has his hurricane and his summons which also protect him. You can't aim at him properly and his damage kills you ugly fast. First of all, let's have a look at how the Amazon deals with this situation. You place yourself at the edge or even in a corner of the map, so the druid has less angles for his attack line, and when he's on you, he has less options to teleport around you. At the beginning you can spy around with some guided arrows, but switch to multi-shots as soon as the druid is in sight or when you expect him at some place. Thanks to the high attack rating you can hit pretty well, and if the Dudu has too little hit recovery you can even get him into a stun lock. Guided arrows will just hit his summons, so you don't really use them. If you don't care about drinking lots of mana potions, you can just spam multi-shots from the beginning. The decoy is also helpful, it can sometimes confuse the opponent.
Hä? Oh mein Gott, schon wieder! Oh.
High damage makes you able to win a shootout quite fast, the more distance the better. Otherwise, if you get under pressure, you can also dodge a bit and run a few hooks, then as soon as possible fire multi-shots again.
Oh. Wo hab ich... Oh.
Strafe also can be very useful against the druid.
Stuck. Oh shit.
A barbarian generally uses the same tactics for most enemies, port into the opponent's lane and then try to catch him by whirlwind. You can also use jump to stun the opponent for a short time and bring him out of concept.
Ganz schön giftig. Ah, schön.
Combining teleports and jumps, you can work out situations for your attacks.
Boah, du hast mich...
Against the Barb, the Druid will change his main strategy. He will become more defensive and try to carry the Barb into some tornadoes, so you have to be aware.
Oh, boah, du hast mich komplett weggestunt. Krass, ey, ich darf echt nicht so in deiner Nähe kommen.
With the Rangerdin, I first use the bow from distance in hope that I already shoot away a few of his summons. When switching to melee mode then, my chances are better to get the mouse on the Dudu. If you manage to hit stun him once and follow up fast, you get him down easy. Charge also is an important skill. With some practice you can dodge with it or rush right into the Dudu and then change to smite. By some controlled arithmetic change between teleporting, walking and charging, you will become unpredictable for the opponent. Besides, if the opponent flees from your attacks, you can always switch to the bow slot and shoot a few arrows after him, so you lure him again and force him to start a new attack. A clever change between close and long range combat also brings him out of the concept, so you can control the battle rhythm. By the way, if the Dudu flees for some reason, you can heal yourself up again very quickly by ranged combat and life leech, especially if you use Draculs for this. But when playing legit PvP, make sure it is allowed in the format you play. Getting kills by bows and arrows will be rare, but they also happen.
Ja, mit dem Bogen.
Alter, von was bin ich gestorben?
Von einem Pfeil.
Kann losgehen. Du schießt mich. Das hat schon gut angefangen. Oh, das war krass.
Boom, Alter.
Oh, shit. What the fuck?
Fuck.
Oh.
Ich hatte dich noch im Aimlock drin, ich hab's einfach drauf ankommen lassen.
Oh.
A WW-Kicksin's best strategy probably is to attack with Dragonflight Whirlwind combinations and coordinated use of Mind Blast to stun the opponent. All in all, this tactic is a bit similar to the Barbarians.
Oh, da. GG's.
Die Sturmschild und Frontkette.
Ist das nicht zu viel mit der Liga? Dann ist der Kette.
Ja, doch, klar. 50. 50 Sturmschild hat 35. Das stimmt schon.
Ein Sturmschild und perfekter Dings reichen dann schon. Dann brauchst du. Nee, kannst ja nicht.
Sturmschild und Ohrenkette würde reichen.
Enigma ist ja sowieso.
GG's.
GG.
The Bone Necro has to be aware, his bone spirits will mostly be intercepted by the summons, so it's even more important to hit the Druid with some well-aimed bone spears. Bone spirits are also fired in between, hoping the enemy will port into them while attacking or dodging the spears. When you flee from the Druid, you can also try to lure him into some previously shot bone spirits. In addition, you can use bone walls on the map to disturb the opponent. If he comes close and you get him into aim lock fast, you can also risk a shootout. Distance is your friend here.
Dachte mal, Papa, das ist meine.
Kommt dich nicht.
Boom, Alter.
Kommt dich nicht zu fassen. Oh, fuck.
These were some examples for builds that I play myself online. Of course there are much more builds out there, each one has its own strategies and tactics against all those various opponents, and they all have their strengths and weaknesses. Further, there also is team versus team PvP, which multiplies the possibilities again by different combinations of builds. Soon I will make a guide to the Bowazon and for the PvP-Barb. See you soon guys, take care and may the loot be with you.
time to die.